Howdy, wieners. Oh man, I absolutely hate these things. I hate them and I love them at the same time. Me and side-by-sides go way back. Welcome back, wieners. What's cranking? It's good to see you again. Day number 13. We have picked up the camera and film just about every single day. Yesterday, I don't know if we got a video, but here's a little recap. Yesterday afternoon, Caleb and I went out on the Penobscot River to chase after a striper. Not only a striper, but Caleb's first ever attempt at catching a striped bass. We succeeded with a nice little mid to high 20-inch fish that came from the Atlantic Ocean all the way up the river. It was an awesome experience. It even ate on topwater too. There's not much you can ask for. But today, I figured we would take out the one thing that I regret spending money on the most, and that is my Maverick X3. Every side-by-side I've ever bought, I regret purchasing, honestly. I mean, as you know, I've got a side-by-side that is, well, we don't know what to do with this. Maybe you all have some good ideas. This one is pretty much totaled. This was my first side-by-side I ever purchased. It is, or should I say was, a Can-Am Commander 800R. That is just basically melted. There's, you know, a lot that works on this thing. The engine still runs fine, but I just haven't had any time or maybe, I guess, energy to fix this thing or try to figure out how to sell it or part it out. But that thing's totaled. Then my last side-by-side was a Razor. That was a XP Pro, I don't know, turbo. It was honestly so scary, super dangerous. But today we're switching it up. We're doing something different. As you can tell, we've got the Maverick X3 out of the barn, and yes, it still works. I didn't total it. We're gonna take her out on the backwoods trails of Maine to see if we can find some juicy little low-key honey holes. We're gonna take this thing fishing. Normally I take my boat fishing, but today we're taking the side-by-side fishing. So me and the boys are going to load this puppy up with some fishing gear, see if we can't rip through some dirt and some mud, and try to catch some fish. There's some pretty awesome little lakes, creeks, bogs that are littered throughout here in the North Maine woods, and we're gonna sneak into them. Places that no one else can get to unless you got a 4x4. Which we do have. Also, we're gonna try not to break this thing today because, like I said, the first time I drove it, I flipped it and just about totaled it. Are you nervous to be driving with me today? No. Because the first time you filmed with me, it was with that, and you watched me go airborne.
No, that's a core memory.
You good? You good?
Yeah.
Like Caleb was like running. He's like, you good? You good? And I'm just hanging sideways.
Roll that clip.
Yeah, just roll that clip.
You straight? You straight?
I'm good. That's how you break a Can-Am, man. What about you, Griff?
I don't know. You never know how it goes with John and side-by-sides.
Yeah, last time I was in a side-by-side with you was the Razor. What happened then?
Well, she's not here. So.
Yeah, well,
roll that clip.
Roll that clip.
All right, so.
Just about every time I've gotten behind the wheel of a side-by-side, I've sent her a little too hard. I also don't know how to drive these things. Oh, also, Griffin, I've got an idea. If you're cool, I want to run it by you real quick. Something we can do with the side-by-side.
Let's hear it.
Okay, cool. Wait, hang on. I got to draw it up real quick. Hear me out. So, I know we're going to fish today, which is all fun and cool, whatever. That's boring, though. That's grandpa. What if, instead of fishing all day, we fish for a little bit of the day and then do something, like, fun afterwards? You like fun, right?
I like fun.
Cool. Okay, so you see the Maverick X3 out there. We've already got that. Here's the Maverick X3. Okay, cool. So that is, I know, right? So that's the Maverick X3, right? So I'm thinking what would be fun is if we went to Walmart, got some stuff like maybe, I don't know, like a rope, maybe with handles, something like that. And then, I don't know, I'm just spitballing here, like a little tiny cheap kayak. Something like that, like a 10, maybe 9 foot, smaller the better. And then, let me think here. Okay, then, okay, there's that, and then, maybe Griffin in the kayak connected to the rope, which is tied to the back of the side-by-side.
I see what you're saying.
And then I'm going like maybe, I don't know, 60-ish, maybe 80 miles per hour.
Okay.
So in other words, what we're gonna do is we're gonna hook you up to a death machine that is tethered by a rope, and then we pull you over gravel, well, soft gravel, sand. We'll look for sand. What do you think? I don't know. I think it could be fun.
I'm smelling what you're farting here. So
I think it's a masterpiece.
I don't see how it could go wrong.
No. I mean, every time we've been in a side-by-side, it's been great.
Yes. There's been no problem.
My track record's really good. Really, really good. We almost sunk the vessel, boys! I'm a sailor. I'm sailing the 7 ponds on this road. Well, I thought it was gonna be a pretty tame route. Apparently not. We completely submerged to the Can-Am. I've been doing everything I possibly can not to get this thing absolutely wrecked. We were up to...
I was floating.
We were dick length, I would say. That was quite nice. And I lost my brand new portable charger. It's actually on fire right now. We made it. I didn't flip it once. I did almost sink it, but I didn't flip it. We're on this beautiful body of water right here. This is so cool. This stretch of the trail is super wide. This is where most people come and rip their side-by-sides and their ATVs. Also, there's a gas station right there too. All that aside, what's important is the lake is right there. Not too many places you can go to where you can rip a side-by-side and have some juicy water. So we're gonna see if we can catch some fish here. I'm also gonna keep this running because we have a really battery. Of course, there's gotta be some sort of issue, but she ran good. Starting off with a tried and true little lunker log 5-inch and baby bass. Looks just like a baby bass. Looks pretty shallow, honestly. Water looks clean though, looks really clean. Nice bit of rock out here. I dig it, other than the fact that it is 1 inch deep. Oh, there's a fish. Come on. That took no time at all. Oh, what do we have here? Little smallmouth or largemouth? Wow, that was so instant. Literally first cast. What are you guys guessing? Largemouth or smallmouth? Oh, it's a green one. We got ourselves a green bass on the baby bass. Look along. We got one, boys. Let's go. That was worth the rip. Just that singular bite. We haven't caught too many largemouth this trip too. Been pretty steady on the smallmouth grind. Take care, brush your hair. Oh, is that a fish? Yep. Another one. On again. On again. This is sweet. So cool. Another guy. Largemouth? Largemouth. Yeah, largemouth. Just a wee little dude. I'm the largemouth king. Just stuck him right at the roof of the mouth. Just a squeak, but a bite nonetheless. There's some pretty big largemouth in this lake. I only fished this side a couple times, but I know that there's some chunkies in here. Oh, ooh, 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 ooh. Do you see that? I'm gonna get him before you. Yep. Hashtag gear. Oh, he's coming right towards it. Oh, he just ate it. Oh, I just had him. He came off. Swing and a miss for your boy. Oh, there's one. Got him. Got him. That was a little bit better, maybe. Oh yeah, he's got some pull. Oh yeah, this is a much better fish. A much better fish. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, nice one. Nice little largemouth. Woo! Between my legs. Jesus, buddy. Oh, that's not a bad one. Bigger than the first. Can-Ams and Bizzles. Can't beat it. Really can't beat it. That's a much nicer one. Really didn't expect much out of today, but we've already got 3 fish and quite a few bites. Yeah. I'll see you later. But there you go. We're cranking. This is a little bit more of a popular area to fish, I would assume, but this is the outflow of what we were just fishing, and it drops down to a little dam. But the other day when we were filling up for gas, I walked over here and I saw some little largies. They looked hungry, so Griff's gonna take a crack at one. Oh, there's a decent one. Here he comes, ready? Look at that. How could you not catch one over here, Griff? Took me 2 seconds. Took me 0.01 seconds. Maybe you need to throw the lunker log on the fly rod. Fish on the bridge. This is the bridge that UTVs take to get from one town to the next. You only catch bigs out here. Bye-bye. Oh, he just barely missed the metal. That could have been fatal. Good stuff. Fish number 4. Welcome back. It's as if I never left. Is the drive-thru closed? Of course it is. All right, spot number 3 or 4. I don't know, I can't count. This is a much cleaner side of the lake. Same lake. Hopefully y'all are enjoying the videos as we've been up here for the past couple of weeks. I think we're already almost surpassed week number 2, haven't we? We've been up here for a hot minute. All right, give it a dangle. Griffin just said if I catch a 2-pound smallmouth, he'll pay for breakfast. Clearly he doesn't have any faith in me because he wouldn't say that if he thought I was gonna catch one. This looks delicious. There we go, fish on. Please be a big one, I want breakfast. I want breakfast. Oh, Looks like Buddy's buying me breakfast. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Good smallmouth. Good smallie. Just trucked the lunker log. Literally, as soon as it hit the water, he was on. Thanks for breakfast, Griff.
Ain't no damn 2 pound fish.
That's close. I would say that's a 2.01. If you don't want to count this, I'll just catch another one much bigger than him. That's so sick. Green bass and brown bass from the Can-Am. What are we calling this?
We'll count it.
You sure?
That's fine.
You're gonna buy me breakfast?
Yeah.
So thoughtful. That's actually a really long fish. Just not very fat. Bye-bye, little fella. That's a 2-pounder all day. Here's a little quick gear rundown for y'all at home. The rod I'm using right now is a Guggen Green finesse stick. It's a 7-foot, perfect wacky worm rod. It's got such a nice tip, and it loads up to a bit of power so you can drive that hook in the fish's face. I've got this paired with a 4,000 size Stratic. It's a little big, but I like the knobs that come on these bigger Stratics. The 2500, they got these little tiny knobs, and my big clumsy hands tend to slip off that. On the Stratic, I've got some 12-pound braided line as my main line, and my leader is probably about a 10-foot fluorocarbon leader, which is 8-pound test. Super clear water, so I want to use super subtle and finessey gear. And of course, the bread and butter is the lunker log with a very small circle hook. The reason why I like circle hooks is you really don't have to set the hook on them. You just kind of give them pressure, and it usually hooks them right in the corner of the mouth, which is nice. You're not going to get a fish that swallows the hook and, you know, you kill the fish, but that's it. Oh, there's one. There's a fish right on that. Oh, nice one. Nice little 1-pounder. He ate right on that floating bounce toy. Ooh, nice. Switching up gears. Go to green to brown. I love it. Oh, easy release. I even love it more. Oh, there's one. He just ate it. Good one. That's a much better fish. That's a much better fish. Oh my God. Big one. That's a nice smallmouth. That was so sick. Oh wow, I could just tell by the bite that was a much better bass. Good fish. Come here, buddy. Oh, don't come off. That's definitely gonna be the biggest fish of the day. Oh my God. That is a big smallie. That is a big smallmouth. Big old post spawner. Oh my gosh, come here. Come here. Come here. Holy hell. Oh my God. Come here, girl. Come here, girl. I got you. I got you. I just want to touch you. Oh, let's go. That is a beast. It's probably about a 3-pounder from the bank. A beautiful specimen. Definitely our biggest fish of the day. Probably close to a 3-pound smallmouth. On the lunker log. All right. So cool. Slow swim. Dude, that was so sick. We donked both flavors of bass today, which was just so sweet. Then on top of that, we got like a nice 3.5-pounder from the bank. Couldn't have done it without this death trap though. This thing got us around today, got us in and out of puddles, up and over rocks, and I don't know, she's growing on me. Let me know what you guys think. This might be one of my favorite side-by-sides that I've almost destroyed. We accomplished what we set out here to do, and that is to catch some fish from the bank, rip around the side-by-side. We've done 16 miles in this thing so far. She hasn't eaten up as much gas as I thought. We tried to avoid where we came from last time because it was through a very sketchy puddle. No problem for the Maverick. Had some guys in front of us that had to go through it, and well, they didn't make it out as good as we did, so. All right, I'm actually gonna mark this spot for the next time I come through here. Puddle. If you want that waypoint, let me know, I'll send it to you. We're home. That was delicious. Welcome back to Jackass. We ran out of ideas of things that we could film for you guys, so we thought, hey, let's try to put ourselves in danger. Or I guess Caleb's gonna be in danger. He's actually completely safe. He volunteered to do this.
No, I'm an athlete.
He's an athlete. I wanted to shoot Griffin off the ramp, but he said that my insurance would not be able to afford it. So you're pretty cheap.
Oh yeah.
He's broken tons of bones, so his stuff's replaceable.
Yep.
We're gonna set up a little ramp, which by the way is just a table that I bought for $40 at Walmart. He's gonna hop in my ice fishing jet sled, and and I'm going to send him off the ramp 30, 40 feet in the air, something like that.
Something like that.
Something slight. Y'all drop a comment right now. Let me know if you think this is gonna go very well or very poorly.
Hopefully I'm editing this video.
At least you have protection. I know you're like editing this in the hospital with a neck brace.
Caleb, what are we thinking? Any nerves?
I'm not thinking right now. That's the beauty. You don't think. And
Exactly.
you just let it happen and then you think. Then you regret.
3, 2, 1, go! He didn't die! Let's go!
Yes, sir!
We still have Caleb. That was awesome. I watched you in my rearview mirror and you just went.
I told him we're doing it again.
Do it again?
Yeah, we're doing it again.
Well, Wieners, this was quite a day up here in Maine. Caught some fish, participated in some camp claw activity, and we had ourselves a day. That's what's important. Every time we come up here, obviously it's work, we're filming, but we're trying to have fun. If it's not fun, then it's not going to be enjoyable for you guys to watch. But we're peacing out, signing out. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to see more camp claw videos, be sure to like this video, comment down below, give us some ideas as to what we should film next on this here channel. I'm peacing out, signing out. Thank you all so much for watching. We'll catch you on the next one. As always, folks, keep fishing, never stop.